What's going on, everybody? Big Daddy Welds. If you watch to the end of the video, I'll have the part numbers of all the clutch stuff that I used. I got it all from Rock Auto. It's just stock off-the-shelf parts. Alright, I'm going to go over the slave cylinder real quick. So you can get this conversion fitting. I got it on Amazon. I'll leave a link to it. And it converts to AN3. And then you can just screw that right on here. And you can pick up one of these. There's a clutch line for a motorcycle. It was relatively inexpensive, and then you can convert this right to the AN3. So your clutch will probably come with this. We just cut this off and welded a AN3 to it, but they sell a fitting that you don't have to do any welding, and you can just pop on here and convert this to AN3, so I'll leave a link to that too. This is what will come on your slave cylinder. You can hammer out the roll pin and remove it if you want to weld on it. So here's the special conversion bearing. Stick this in. So here's the clutch disc. You'll notice there's this raised edge here. I had to grind this down a little bit. You need to make sure it doesn't hit your pilot bearing, otherwise your clutch is not going to work. Man, that turned out good, that 3. So I'm just following the torque specs of the ARP bolts. You can feel free to skip ahead. So my dad was around to help me today, which was nice. So it's nice to have an extra set of hands. I know he wants to drive the car when it's done, so I'm hoping he's going to really help with the whole swap. I'm just going to go over the parts I used. So this flywheel is for a 2002 Corvette. This pressure plate is for a 2000 4.3 liter S10. So this disc is for a 1968 Plymouth Roadrunner with a 383. So here's the part numbers if you want to pause the video. I used ARP bolts for this pressure plate, and then these ICTs for the flywheel to crankshaft. It was actually hard to find the bolts for the flywheel. Most of them are for flex plates, so make sure you get these long enough bolts. You can always go to the dealer, but I believe this was a little bit less money. You have to drill this pressure plate out on 3 of the holes are smaller than the others by maybe a 1/16 of an inch, so we just had to touch 3 of these with a drill bit to just open them up. You have to remove the dowel pins from this flywheel to put this on. Thanks for watching. We're hoping to get the engine installed next week.